Simon Blackwell. I hear this trial was over in a flash. Yes, a guilty verdict was declared in only one session. Whoa. Not only did he plead guilty, but there was decisive evidence against him too. The security camera video, does he have it on him? And a photo of the moment of the crime. But we don't see we don't see him doing that though. And a photo of the moment of the crime, as I recall. But did Prosecutor Blackwell have a motive? This is what I asked. To this day, his motive is still unknown. He insisted he did it, but he would never say why. So that means he must still be hiding something. Right. And there's another aspect of the case that was never revealed to the public. Yeah, I know. The part about the spy, right? Right. How on earth do you know about that? Director Cosmos told me, after a bit of pressure. He told me espionage and sabotage were behind the Hat 1 miracle. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I've always been good at keeping secrets. I don't know about that. According to the third game, I don't know about that. Well, you were definitely a nuisance, that's for sure. Well, I might as well tell you now. They really do suspect Blackwell of being a spy. They think he sabotaged the rocket and killed Dr. Cykes to steal the moon rock. But if you can prove that the Hat 1 bombing is the work of the same spy, we can stay the execution? Stay the execution? It's a possibility. That's why I intend to help you in any way I can. Thanks, Edgeworth. Now all I have to do is comb this room for evidence. Let's do it together. Well, alright. We're gonna have to do an examination here. Is this a 3D section? I really don't know. There's nothing else that we can do. Well, I can actually present him with what we just got here. Yeah, I don't suspect that he's gonna have anything to say about these, but who knows? Who knows? Might as well explore. This is the last one. Alright, let's go ahead and start examining stuff. Is it a 3D stage? Or no, this is gonna be like 2 sections. Yeah, okay. Gonna be 2 sections here. So yeah, let's go ahead and start examining stuff from the far right. It's about as cluttered as my office, but I think it's a workbench. Mr. Neck, I think this must be a kitchen. Look at this photo. Yeah. Cute but stupid. See the cute little food processor? Food processor? What which one are you pointing at? That isn't a food processor, Pearls. That's the Hope capsule. It was scheduled to be loaded into the Hope space probe that fateful day. 3 people who came to collect the capsule discovered the body. The first on the scene, huh? A staff member and 2 police officers, was it? And they were here to collect the capsule, which reminds me. So they plan to use this bag to carry the capsule, is that right? 1 staff member and 2 police officers. Yeah, more or less. Say, why don't we stop talking about the case and have a nice cup of tea instead? Apollo and Aura Blackwell. I wonder what they're talking about. Edgeworth, did those 3 people have a bag with them to for transporting the capsule? Oh, you mean this? It's a custom-made shock-resistant bag. But how did you know? Oh, I just overheard Apollo making an inquiry about it. That's all. So he's looking into the case from 7 years ago on his own, is he? Hope capsule updated in the court record. It was at the crime scene 7 years ago. It was launched into space and only returned to Earth a few days ago. That's not true. We know that's not true. Why didn't they update that, though? Why didn't they update that it was it was missing this whole time? Are we gonna examine the big robot? This is one heck of a robot. There's something written on it. Judgetron? JTO2? Is this supposed to be a poem? I cut down anyone who displeases me. I make the rules. I am the law. I wield the ultimate gavel of judgment. I am Judgetron, JTO2. I don't believe we need to bother with that, Pearl. It's not even completed yet. Let's hope she doesn't complete it. Otherwise, she's gonna launch that and wreak havoc with it. He's right, Pearls. There's no signs of it in the photo from 7 years ago either. Let's hope that's the case. They were building the Hope space probe here at the time, which surprisingly, it's not present here at all. The murder occurred after the space probe had been removed from the room. Okay. So it was long gone by the time someone took this picture, huh? So when did they take this picture? But you can see the probe in this newspaper photo. Yes. And you can see the stolen moon rock there too. The strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Yeah, I think I showcased that, viewers, before, which is the fact that we can see the part of the moon rock inside the goddamn bomb. I think that's gonna be our key to linking both cases. That strange black and yellow thing on the left side of the picture. Note that the same rock is absent from the crime scene photo. Not only that, but before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. I hear there's a lot of lots of research into moon rocks and stardust from asteroids these days. They say the results could potentially have a huge impact on all of civilization. How do you know that? It's like we're in a new space race with every other country out there. So the person who stole it, think it was our spy? I'm sure of it. Dr. Cykes was probably killed because she was a roadblock in their plan. Unfortunately, the government thinks Prosecutor Blackwell is the culprit. Shouldn't they be a little bit thorough in that regard? I think this is gonna be a part of the charging station. What's this? It looks like a giant power plug. It's attached to what looks like an electrical vehicle charging station. An electric vehicle? This is where he gets charged, I guess. That's a charging station for us robots. We come here periodically and charge ourselves. Periodically. Yes, this is how you pronounce it. Periodically. Have a nice day. You stupid idiot. You've been you've been running this channel for years and years, trying to commentate these Let's Plays, and you still and your English still hasn't improved. Yeah. We came here periodically and charge ourselves up. Periodically and charge ourselves up. I forgot that I'm a robot. Wow, machines that maintain themselves. That's pretty cool. If our batteries run out and we lose consciousness... Oh, consciousness. We never know what Miss Aura will do to us while we're down, you see. Isn't that better? Isn't that better? Nothing motivates quite like fear, huh? Yeah, she is definitely sounds like a dictator. What the hell is this? The drill? What's this? A giant robot arm, maybe? It's pretty big for an arm, but you're right. I think these thin parts here are finger bones. Finger bones. They're even about as long as my legs. And there's a spiked ball and giant drill on the floor too. Is Aura trying to build some kind of weapon of massive destruction? Mass destruction. Maybe she wants to use it to demolish a big building or something. Yeah, pretty much. I can picture her gleefully tearing down the street doing just that. I'd better not think about it anymore. What are these? What's inside these? Hey, look at these rolling cases. I bet the wheels make it easier for people to move heavy research materials around. I bet they'd be fun to ride around in. We could even probably both fit in the biggest one. I don't think so. Maybe you can fit in the middle one. I know, we could have Prosecutor Edgeworth push us. I don't trust him not to push us down a flight. I don't trust him not to push us down a flight of stairs. I'll probably do that. Instead, I'm gonna replace Phoenix with Trucy. Put Phoenix in, put Trucy in, and just push her, and you know, and end it really quickly. Save this whole series. Alright, the second half of this area. An emergency ladder. This must be the one they used during the evacuation. The explosion disabled the elevators, so I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. As Miss Blackwell was climbing down the side of the building, she saw the culprit inside. I wonder which would have been scarier, that or looking down. Emergency ladder added to the court record. It was lowered to the ground from the window of the 4th floor robotics lab. It was used to evacuate Space Center personnel. And this is the dreaded machine, I believe. It looks like an operating table. It's in the photo too. Why is it pink? Yes, it was here. It was here then as well, when the victim's body, with the victim's body lying on it. There's a button here. Oh, I know. I'll try pushing it. Pearls, don't touch that. Oopsie. What happened? What the? Is that a robot? Is it creating a new robot? That was kind of instant. Hey, it's moving! It appears to be a robot assembly device. Disassemble anything in a flash. Push the dismantle button. It sounds pretty neat. Can I push it, Mr. Neck? Please don't. Please don't push any more buttons, Pearls. Can we stop it, or is it gonna actually... It's actually gonna be moving on. Gonna start assembling these robots all the time. I think we should stop it. I think we should stop it. They don't have the budget to create all these robots. What are we pointing at here? Aura's disk is a mess, though that doesn't surprise me. I heard something about creative. The most creative of people actually manage themselves in their their environment is usually messy, but not necessarily unmanageable or how do you say it in English? Like it's it is like it's messy, but it's not unorganized. Like they can't organize themselves in their own mess, which is something that something that I'm guilty of. Usually my desk, especially my work or my workstation, not my office desk, my workstation that I have here at home, it's quite messy. But I can organize my everything is placed in a weird organized fashion. And yeah, studies shows that these are the the people that usually have high IQs. Supposedly, I never had anything that actually... I never tested my IQ, by the way, viewers, and I have absolutely no interest in doing so. But I don't know. I've heard that Einstein was a messy person. I don't know about Isaac Newton, though. I think Isaac Newton was organized, I think. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, I just want to dive in and straighten it up. Wait, before you do... Metis. Huh? She just glanced over at her desk. It's Metis Cykes. Clonko, can I talk to you? I really hope he's back to normal. You wish to speak to me, Mr. Wright? If you're going to hit me, please avoid the face area. Hey, don't put me in the same class as that woman. What was Aura like 7 years ago at the time of the incident? When Mother died, Miss Aura was confused. Mother? Huh, so he calls Dr. Cykes' mother. But Aura Blackwell, Miss Aura. With the loss, she exhibited a severe, cataclomane imbalance? Cataclomane imbalance? What's that? Excuse me, but I have no idea what that means. Pardon me, searching for alternative expression. She went loco. She would spend the nights crying and then take out her feelings on those around her. After Prosecutor Blackwell was found guilty, she repeatedly demanded a retrial as well. That is correct, but without new evidence, her requests were ignored. And then, little by little, Miss Aura began to change. She started to hate it when I called her Mama Aura. And before long, she started hating the court system and abusing Clonco, huh? That murder destroyed so many lives. Right. Take a look at this paper on Dr. Cykes and Miss Blackwell's research. Wait, she's not a doctorate? She's not a doctorate? Aura, I mean? You would think that she would do. I guess she's a normal engineer. Don't call her a doctor. She's not a doctor nor a professor. God damn. Engineers, huh? Ponko and Clonco. They're the robots with hearts that Dr. Cykes created. Oh. Interesting way of actually just, letting us get into the info of these. Ponko serious features. Can determine the presence of a human with their heartbeat detection system. Interesting. Recognizes people by scanning their spacesuit or uniform jacket ID tag. Can also recognize a person by facial features once the face has been registered. Can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice and communicate with them. A heartbeat detection system lets them determine when a human is present. In addition, they can recognize people by their ID tag or facial features. And they can infer people's emotions by analyzing their tone of voice. That's amazing. Hey, I don't know, Edgeworth. They might even be more human than you. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? It kind of sounds like these robots can do what Athena does. Interesting. Robots with a heart added to the court record. It explains the recognition and communication features of the Ponko series of robots. Usually these documentations would go have a lot of jargons and not a lot of layman's, average Joes can actually interpret these. Even if you actually see the abbreviated the abbreviation headlines of it. What do you call these? In every report, a scientific report or whatever, they're called with things here. The abstract of a documentation would definitely, it still would be a little bit confusing for the layman, not unless the subject itself is complicated. So yeah, I guess. We're talking about robots that's a little bit complicated. So, Well, I guess that's about it for this room. So what do you think, Wright? Any ideas? There are still a lot of gaps in the evidence, but I'll pull it off somehow. After all. You asked me to prove Blackwell's innocence, right, Edgeworth? What? He did? When did he ask that? When did he ask that? Yep. He called it a special request. Really? Huh. Like, was that a long time ago? He reached out to me while he was still, I was still disbarred. Interesting. Edgeworth's request. Oh, it's Edgeworth who requested that. I thought Simon himself. Did I read that wrong? Did I read that wrong? Let me read that a bit. Let me read that again. Oh, I guess yeah. Yeah. Well, I did read it wrong then. He did reach out for him. I mean, he's not allowed to do that, though. You cannot just, take someone's defense unless they are, they want you to do that. So, Simon is not gonna be... I mean, Simon might just refuse Wright's help altogether. So that was what sparked you to get your attorney's badge back? Yep, the Blackwell case. Really? Right, I have a special request. I want you to clear one of my subordinates of suspicion. Hey, I'm not even a lawyer anymore, remember? I haven't been one for a long time. That 8-year misunderstanding has been cleared up, and you must be eager to return. I'm sure you're familiar with the other case that ushered in the dark age of the law. Very soon, a convict will stand as a prosecutor in court. I want you to keep an eye on him. Oh, just when I'm beginning to actually like the job I have now, which is doing nothing. Right, I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Because of the espionage aspect, I wasn't free to give you all the details. Hey, no need to apologize. It's like I said on the phone the other day. I know that the type of criminals you're after now aren't small fries anymore. Oh, so that was the phone call at the very beginning of the game, huh? It was Edgeworth calling him. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Yeah. It's for this very reason I returned. Time to bring it to an end. I'm going to end the dark age of the law. That's what this is all about. The dark age of the law. The dark age of the law. It sure comes up a lot these days on TV. And in papers. Papers? Newspapers? Who read these anymore? And I hear there are more false charges and fabrication of evidence than ever. When I became chief prosecutor, the court system had already lost the people's trust. It all began 8 years ago. A lawyer was caught fabricating evidence. And a year after that, a prosecutor was found guilty of murder. Wait. Do you mean... That's right. He's talking about my case and Prosecutor Blackwell's. So I guess that's now his canon, huh? No more bum raps. It was a downward spiral after that. An absolute nightmare. After those two cases, the mass media launched an all-out attack on the courts. Public opinion was tainted, and before long, the legal world itself was sucked into it. It's such a shame. When suspicion forms, it's very hard to shake. Lawyers and prosecutors were supposed to trust each other, pursue the truth together. This is not how this game portrayed it. It's more like someone trying to disapprove the other as best as they can, which is, you know, that's how you get into the truth. The thesis and the antithesis. It's so sad when people begin to cast doubt. They start lying to themselves and each other. Yes, and do absolutely anything to win. We are in an age now where winning is valued far more than the truth. You mean just like every day before all of that happened? It seems like it's the same to me. Seems like it's the same to me. Although, there is no regulation at all of what kind of evidence you guys can bring. I'm sure it's caused our new chief prosecutor to lose many a night's rest. Is it just me, or did he, or did his bro get even more pharaoh than the last time I saw him? Are you trying to make a joke about how he looks? The hostage taker's disdain for the courts is a perfect example of the times. It sure is. Do you have any idea who the hostage taker might be? I mean, we know. Well, somebody who mistrusts the court system and can manipulate robots. It can really only be Hora Blackwell. Who else but her would want a retrial of that case from 7 years ago so badly? Simon Blackwell's older sister and the owner of this room. I agree with your conclusion. What do you mean you agree with my conclusion? You don't even... It's not even... you don't even need to think about it. She even did a bad job trying to... you know, to disclose herself. Perhaps she intended to force Miss Cykes to confess. Actually, I think she had a much more horrific plan in mind for Athena. The important thing is for you to solve UR1 and prove Blackwell's innocence. And then maybe she'll release the hostages. Maybe, huh? I'm counting on you, Wright, to set that prosecutor and those hostages free. And I'll be counting on you in court to help me too. Of course. I'll do everything I can to help uncover the truth. As this isn't an official trial, I'm more at liberty to be a little unorthodox. Not an official trial? That's kind of shady. The whole point of actually, you know, a trial is to actually make it vivid for everyone. Mr. Wright, are you finished with your investigation? Yeah, but I'd like you to tell the hostage taker something for me. I have to go to the detention center. I can't start the trial until I've talked to Athena. She's already given her consent. I'll accompany you to the detention center. What? So I'm still being watched, huh? I'll see you in court, Edgeworth. Huh. Even if it will be an undocumented trial, it'll be good to face you in court again. Yeah, all of that is strange. Like, what's the point of actually making a trial if you're not gonna make it known to the public? Isn't that the idea of things being fair and honest? Because everyone actually gonna know what happens. This is the trial. This is what happens. These are the evidence. These are the witnesses. For everyone to actually witness, and that's it. Undocumented, undisclosed trial? That doesn't make any sense at all. What's the point? Don't even make a... You don't even need to make a trial for the for all of that. You just, make a judgment immediately. Whatever. December 20th, detention center, visitor's room. We're gonna talk to Athena finally. She was right by my side only a few short hours ago. But I feel like I haven't seen her in ages. Oh, Mr. Wright. Are you still wearing your goddamn clothes? And Pearly, too. Oh, I guess you know her. I knew you'd come. After all, the first step is the interview with the defendant. And because you're my friend and I was worried about you. God damn. Friend zoned? Thanks, boss. I'm not the only one who's worried either. Really? Who else? I saw Miss Woods today. She was so beside herself. She came to find me. She told me you used to live in the Cosmos Space Center. No wonder you know so much about about the place. Oh. So you know, huh? I'm sorry I didn't tell you. That's all right. But there are some other things I'd like to ask you. Sure. You can ask me anything. I promise I won't keep any more secrets from you. I really wonder if she's not gonna keep anything from us. I mean, I'm sure that we're gonna find everything that we're gonna need, we need sooner or later. Are we gonna find it here or not? I wonder if I'll ever get the chance to present evidence like that again. I'll probably never work as a lawyer again now. Huh. I really wonder if, No, but you're not, you're still in suspicion. You're not convicted. But I wonder if someone is actually convicted for a crime. If a lawyer is convicted for a crime, do they actually lose their practice badge? Their lawyering practice badge? It depends on the crime, I guess, right? I'll probably never work as a lawyer again now. Don't talk like that, Athena. We're going to clear you of all suspicion. Just you wait. I hope you can. I really hope you can. Yeah, we're gonna go through all of these. Yeah, believe it or not, viewers, I think I did talk about my SSD, right? I still didn't have the time to actually benchmark it. Still really busy. I'm still really busy. And by the time I might actually finish this playthrough, I might actually start a game that should be released sometime in August. Of course, I'm talking August of 2023. I really don't know when this playthrough is gonna be out. I really wonder. At this moment, I don't think that I have a lot of playthroughs on backup on this channel. So, this is something that I probably mentioned in the future, that, this is something that I might talk about. I don't know if, at this, point in time, I'll ever mention it, I'll even ever mention it, but it's really about, you know, not really having a lot of time to play anymore, and so, meaning that I'm not gonna have a lot of playthroughs backed up, so that might actually change of how I'm gonna upload videos. Because I've been uploading videos, a video every day for the last 4 years or so? A video every day for 4 years, viewers. Still don't, and I still don't have any views. I don't have a lot of subscribers. More videos than Mr. Beast can ever produce. Well, I'm not gonna compare myself to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast definitely does a lot of work. Give a lot of attention to his videos. The only thing that I do is just, you know, click record to play my video game and, you know, say stupid shit in English, barely. Barely speaking the language too. Well, hopefully you guys enjoy that at the very least. Could it have been me who killed Clay? I mean, you have the answer. Did I kill Apollo's friend? Of course you didn't. We all believe in you. Oh, I hope that includes Apollo. I don't think... Does Apollo really think that Athena did the deed? I don't think so. I don't think so.